Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Weston Boucher. I'm a model and a menswear line owner out of Southern California, and the goal of my channel is to take my years of experience in the industry and relay that to you to try to help however I can if it comes to health and fitness, grooming, personal style, men's mental health, and beyond. And if you haven't already, please do click that subscribe button and hit alerts. That way you know the second any of my videos go live. And I also wanted to mention that since this video today is kind of about self-improvement and motivation, be sure to grab my free e-guides before you go. All the info will be in the description below. And one more quick announcement, I am now officially on Patreon. So if you love what I do and the content I put out, you can show your support in another way by becoming a monthly patron, and that will also give you exclusive access and privileges that are gonna be really cool. So be sure to also check out that link in the description below, as it'll really help me to continue to put more time and more resources into the content that you guys want to see. So in one of my more recent Instagram posts, I asked you guys what you want to see in my next video, and I saw quite a few that kind of asked, what keeps me motivated and inspired. So I figured, why not make this video, my top 6 tips and reasons to stay motivated, to stay inspired, and kind of the why behind the hustle that I do. Okay, number 1, remember your why. Why do you do what you do, or why do you want to do what you hope to do? For me, my motivation lies in achieving financial freedom and to keep my health where it needs to be, as that way I'm gonna have more time to be present doing the things that I love or spending more time with the people I love. As when you remove those two things, it obviously limits your options severely. Another big part of my why that keeps me motivated and inspired is that what I do helps improve others' lives while also staying in my lane, because it's all related to my life experience, professional experience, and expertise. So it's really a win-win for me. And maybe you're thinking right now, well, that's great for you, but I'm not in your shoes. Well, I wasn't always doing this. I've had multiple careers, and I've had multiple things not go according to plan. And I've been in jobs that I hate and things like that. So if you are in that situation, hopefully this video will help you by the end to get motivated to stay positive until you can see that change and be proactive to make that change possible over time, and be patient for now. Life has peaks and valleys. I've been there, I understand, but there is hope. So stick with me through this video till the end. Okay, another way to stay motivated and inspired is number 2, consider the alternative. Seems kind of obvious, simple, but I mean, really, that keeps me really motivated. Why? Let's start with my health. I wasn't always in great shape. If you can see my before and after here, this is when I was focusing too much on work. I lacked balance, having too much beer, cheese. I just wasn't making my health a priority. And so I always think about that. And I always think about that when I go to the gym, because it keeps me motivated to know, wow, like that's possible, or maybe even more than that. So, it's, again, considering the alternative for your health. And then secondly, also financially, right? Like if I don't have any financial freedom, I don't have many options. It's gonna be kind of a drag. Whenever you're stressing about money, as you know, it really takes a toll on your mental and emotional health and everything. So yeah, I'm always kind of keeping those things like health and financial freedom together, because they affect your life so much, because you spend a majority of your time trying to provide for yourself, right? And if you don't have your health on top of that, you don't have quality of life, you don't have any options, you can't even work. So it's just something to keep in mind. I consider the alternative, if I'm not strategic about what I do with my work, then I'm just chasing this unicorn towards financial freedom, and the hustle will never end, and I'll be working too much. And I don't want to get to the end of my life and be like, oh my God, I wish I would have worked more. Maybe you're in a position where you work 80+ hours or even more than that. If that were me, I would try to find a way to slowly get out of that, whatever it took, because time is just all we have, so you really got to make it count. And I don't say these things lightly, like I know it's not that easy. But I'm here to tell you that it hasn't been easy for me either, but there is a lot that is possible when you really apply yourself. And also with considering the alternative, I always consider if I'm not doing this, if I'm not being proactive about my health and my finances and my career and whatnot, I'm susceptible to depression. So I don't want to go to that dark place. It's always lurking there, you know, and it's something that I always have to work on to stay up, you know. And my health means if I'm focusing on my health, it means my biochemistry is better, more balanced, I feel good, I have more confidence. So yeah, it's just another thing you got to really think about. These alternatives are really extreme, and I fear them so much that they get me motivated every day, and not like in a negative way, but it does keep me inspired for sure. Okay, number 3, seek growth. Growing requires you to get uncomfortable. I know that's rough. I don't like it either a lot of the time, but it's always a payoff on the other side. Otherwise, you just get stagnant, right? Like, you won't have the satisfaction otherwise if you know, are sitting on untapped potential, right? Scared to take risks. You just keep pushing things back, procrastinating, never saying, oh, I really want to get to that one thing, like that could be really cool, but this is in the way. But you got to take hold of that. Like, you got to find a way to invest time, even if it's 5 minutes a day, to have a game plan, just baby steps even. If it's just so big and it's like, oh my God, this mountain, I'll never get there, start small and take those baby steps, because that's going to slowly help you grow. See what's possible. You hit one milestone, you go, oh, I didn't realize I could do that. This is something I really enjoy, and it motivates you to get the next step. So these are things you probably heard many times before, but I mean, we all need a refresh, and I hope this video is going to help you to do that. Again, if you don't like your situation, you're gonna have to take risks to change it. It's just how it is. It's risk reward, you know, and make a risk assessment. I'm not saying be reckless, but again, if you don't like your situation, you got to be strategic, got to think it through. Wise men seek counsel. I always in my life, if I don't know how to figure something out, I go ask the guy who's doing it right. And I just start from there, educating myself. You know, we have Google, you know, like, I mean, we have YouTube. Like, there's so many things where there's answers and there's steps. So again, apply yourself, grow, see what's possible. Okay, number 4, moving right along, recharge and refresh. So what I mean by that is take some time to be selfish and find productive things that are going to be therapeutic for you, things that stimulate you, engage you, your sense of wonder. These are really important things to give you balance so that you can be better at work, you can be better at relationships, you can be more motivated at the gym. Because if you're only just doing the hustle, you will never get there, because your soul side and your mind and your heart, all those things, they need to be worked too, like a muscle. And if you find ways to, you know, get in nature, if that's something for you, like I know for me, I like playing a lot of beach volleyball. You know, I always say that if you watch my videos, I spend a lot of time doing that each week, and it really refreshes me. Stay really engaged. I like to ride my motorcycle. I like to ride a bike, like just along the coast, just to be outside in nature. And those things bring me back to a better perspective for all the other things and tasks I need to do. Without them, I have no balance, and I become work focused, and my whole identity gets totally sucked into that like a vacuum. All right, number 5, change up your routine and get out of your bubble. What I mean by that is try to plan a trip, you know, every quarter or at least a couple times a year, or have little mini getaways or on the weekend, a staycation even. Obviously, I know with COVID right now, planning a trip is not that easy, but I will say that there's a lot of deals right now because the industry really needs money. So, you know, me and Katie have a trip planned later this year. We don't know if we'll be able to get there when the time comes, but it is insured. But just knowing it's on the horizon is exciting. It keeps me motivated to look forward to something. And I say this because, you know, trips help you get out of that same perspective you always have, right? Like, I love my bubble, right? I'm really grateful. I feel really blessed. But the thing is when I don't lay my eyes on anything new, I don't really realize how much that hinders my level of inspiration, again, my sense of wonder, a new experience. I don't know what I'm missing until I experience it. And I'm like, wow, like I really need to mix things up. I really want to take more trips. meet new people. Just it's something that I think, again, goes back to the soul level that will help you stay motivated and inspired, because as soon as I get back from the trip, I appreciate what I have even more, and I feel even more motivated to get back on my normal healthy routine. Okay, last but not least, number 6, surround yourself with inspiring people. Obviously, that's not easy right now either, just surrounding yourself with anyone because of quarantine or whatever you might be experiencing where you live right now. But I will say that you should be very selective in the people that you do, allow, or I should say the people's energy that you allow into your life right now if you have control over it, because they have a massive impact on your level of inspiration, motivation, obviously. People can be energy suckers, or they can be energy givers. You want to surround yourself with people who want the best for you, who want you to be healthy and happy, and they cheer you on every step of the way. But they're also genuine and honest, and they tell you the hard truths you might need to hear as well. I also want to extend that to the people you follow and are influenced by on social media. If you're going through your feed and there's a lot of negative stuff in there, or it's just not giving you good energy, do some, cleaning up, like clean house a little bit. It's for the best. Social media is already kind of just, I'll just say it's a little bit undecided yet as to what the effects are long-term on our psyche. I think we can all say that too much of it is not good. But I will say that there's a lot of people on there that can be extremely inspiring, myself included, in terms of the people that I'm grateful to be connected with in my circle of friends and network that have inspired me and keep me inspired as well. But yeah, when it comes to surrounding yourself with specific people, you want to, respectfully cut out and create healthy boundaries with those who are toxic, negative, and who you notice just don't really cheer you on at all. I'm not saying you gotta just completely turn your back on them, but again, create a healthy boundary, because at the end of the day, your energy is very important to your happiness. Okay guys, I hope that was helpful for you. Please do like this video if you got something out of it, and I'd also really love to hear from you. So comment below, as I'm gonna read it, and a lot of other people might read it too, as to some things that might keep you motivated and inspired all year as well. And before you go, a quick update on my menswear line. There are gonna be new pieces dropping over the next 30 days, so I'm super excited about that. It's a long time coming. COVID has made it extremely difficult to run a menswear line, especially since I only more recently launched. One of those pieces is gonna be the crew neck fitted tee that I'm wearing right now. That's gonna come in a vintage black, white, and a charcoal. Pretty excited about this tee, as it is super soft. It has kind of a brushed suede kind of feel to it. It's subtle, but it's very soft. And yeah, it's perfectly fitted, all the way down the waistline. It's not an extended tee, but it does have enough length, so it's not like a standard tee that just always rides up. It is a straight bottom, it's not a curved bottom hem, but it's just a great standard crew neck tee, and I'm super in love with it, and I'm super excited and proud to release it. And then the new product that I'm super excited to release, that I've been designing over about the last 8 months. I've gone through so many prototypes. I want it to be perfect, and that's gonna be this stainless steel men's cuff. It has mahogany inlay on it, and you can't see it here, but it has a laser etched insignia through it, just like the stainless steel necklace, so they're gonna pair perfectly. Definitely keep your eye out for that one. Like I said, it should be over the next 30 to 60 days. And restocks. I know it's taken some time to restock. My apologies. If I could control it, I would. Believe me, I don't want to be out of stock. Obviously that's great to make sales, but this is more of a COVID related thing with factories and whatnot. But the lightweight fitted sweater, the most popular item and my favorite in the collection, is also going to be restocked, plus some bonuses to that piece that are going to be coming out, like I said, over the next 2 months. So make sure you go to the site, make sure you follow on Instagram on both my accounts, sign up for the newsletter so that you're in the know about anything with sales and specials and whatnot. And of course, subscribe before you go, please. I'm so grateful you're here and that you support my channel. Check out Patreon as well if you want to take it on to another level in terms of the support. And also grab the e-guides before you go, as they are free. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.